Hi, it's Kathy.
And Dr. Nelson.
And it is day 17 of the Active Health Protocol here at the office.
So a question you may be asking yourself, as are others, is how long does the Active Health Protocol last? So the protocol itself lasts 48 days, and during that 48 days, like we've said before, you get your nutritional blueprint, and what you get out of that is to figure out what foods jive with you and what foods don't jive with you. And so then I'm going to let Kathy explain what you do after the 48 days.
So then after the 48 days and you have your blueprint, you know pretty much what you should eat, what you shouldn't. Then it's up to you. You eat like that for as long as you want to continue to feel good. When you decide you want to go back to feeling crappy like you did before, then you hop right back to all that junk you were eating before. Just kidding, don't do that. But really, the point of the program is to find out for each individual what is good for you, what isn't good for you, and that's different for different people. And once you have that information, then you decide how long you want to keep feeling good.
So we're all human, and you found out yesterday with Arnie, he talked a little bit about, him being on the program and all the success that he had, and that in his words, he, quote, fell off the wagon, and then now that he's back on it, and he's feeling much better with that. So do you want to share your personal experience with that over this time period? So, I think you'd be honest in saying, you haven't been on the program this whole time, that you've lost all your weight, right?
Right.
Okay.
So this has been a journey for me, about a year and a half since I learned the way that I should eat. And I sometimes wouldn't follow that because sometimes I wanted to eat a donut.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about that, and Lucinda is the best at saying this, she's like, oh, no judgment here, whatever happened, but you got some good feedback. And I do get good feedback because when I eat the stuff that I shouldn't eat, I start to feel it in my shoulder starts to hurt, my hip starts to hurt, my knees start to hurt, and so to me that's feedback just reiterating like, you shouldn't eat that thing, so quit eating it. And it's taken me, some of us are a little denser than others, so it's taken me about a year and a half to finally get to the point where I can see something tempting and say, nah, that's not really worth how I'm going to feel tomorrow if I eat that. And I'm not saying that happens every time, because sometimes I say, you know what, I'm going to feel like crap tomorrow, but I'm going to eat that anyway. But then it's an informed decision. I know what the consequences are going to be.
Right. So our point of this is it's kind of a journey, like Kathy said. It's a learning process, and sometimes you do well and sometimes you don't do well. So we don't want you to think this is a quick fix, but it's actually truly a lifestyle change. And obviously with that change, you have to think about it. How many years were you eating poorly, right? So those things don't just change overnight. So it takes a little while to get used to it. You have some bumps in the road, and we understand that, but that's why we're here for support and helping with that education piece. So
awesome.
Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Nelson.
Yep.
And we'll see you tomorrow.